Be prepared, beloved soul, because the days between August 15th and August 21st are not ordinary days. They are a sacred threshold, a cosmic initiation, a portal that has been whispering through your dreams, your body, and your emotions. During these 8 days, Earth is passing through a lunar gateway so powerful that its vibration is already stirring the deepest layers of your being. And if you are watching this now, it is not a coincidence. This message is meant for you. Something extraordinary is awakening in the unseen realms, a timeline shift that will not announce itself with fireworks in the sky, but through subtle tremors within your spirit. You may feel it as pressure in your chest, as nights of restless sleep, as dreams too vivid to ignore, as waves of dizziness or a strange hum in your energy field. These are not random symptoms. They are signs that the frequencies of your soul are aligning with a new octave of reality, a new path where your choices during this portal will echo for years to come. The universe is presenting you with 2 roads, one tethered to the old 3D matrix of fear, scarcity, and control, disguised as comfort, and another shimmering with the codes of love, sovereignty, and expansion, the 5D path of truth. There is no turning back now, because the split is real, and the decision rests in your hands. If you've been sensing the pull, the urgency, the call to finally step into your higher purpose, know that you are not imagining it. This is your soul's reminder. The gateway is open, and what you choose in this window will shape everything. So I ask you, are you ready to rise? Are you ready to release the version of yourself that cannot cross this threshold with you? If you feel this energy coursing through your body, if your spirit is already responding to these words, comment 77B7 right now to anchor this vibration and declare to the universe, I am ready. Because this message is not for everyone. It is only for those who have been guided here, only for those prepared to remember that they are creators of destiny, carriers of divine light, and guardians of a new frequency on Earth. The truth, dear one, is that this gateway is not just another date on the calendar, not just another astrological forecast to skim and forget. It is a turning point, a vibrational fork in the road that demands your full awareness. From August 15th to the 21st, the energies are not casual. They are amplifiers, magnifiers, mirrors reflecting your inner state with razor-sharp precision. If you've been ignoring the whispers of your intuition, pretending not to see the repeating numbers, dismissing the restless dreams that wake you at 3:33 a.m., the universe is gently but firmly saying, no more. This is the season of alignment or distortion, clarity or confusion, expansion or contraction, and your choices during these days will weave threads that spiral outward into years of experience. Can you feel the weight of that? This is why you may feel torn between heaviness and light, between fear and trust, between staying in the loop or breaking free into the unknown. The old path, the 3D matrix, feels deceptively safe because it's familiar. But it is only a cage dressed as comfort, a program of scarcity and survival that keeps you running in circles, drained, yet too afraid to leap. The other path, the 5D frequency, is lighter, more expansive, but it requires courage, it requires surrender, it requires saying goodbye to the self you used to be. And yes, it is uncomfortable, because ascension always asks for release. That pressure in your chest, those sudden headaches, the dizziness when no medical reason can be found, these are signs that your DNA is recalibrating, your cells absorbing new light codes that the gateway is streaming directly into the Earth grid. Do not dismiss them, do not numb them. Instead, breathe with them, honor them, allow them to pass through you like waves that cleanse the shore. And remember this, distraction is the biggest trap. During this sacred window, the noise of the world will try to pull you back into old patterns, arguments that don't matter, stories of fear, endless scrolling, chasing what isn't aligned. These are not coincidences. They are energetic tests. The universe is asking, will you fall back asleep or will you stay awake? Will you squander this opening, or will you use it to step into your higher destiny? This message is a warning, yes, but also a blessing. Because if you choose to listen, if you choose to align, then no force of illusion can keep you from the timeline your soul has been waiting for. To understand why this portal feels so intense, you must remember who you truly are. A vibrational being, a soul clothed in flesh, a walking frequency constantly transmitting and receiving signals from the universe. Every thought, every emotion, every word you speak is not just a private event inside your head. It is a broadcast that ripples into the quantum field, magnetizing experiences that match your signal. Right now, as the Lunar Gateway amplifies everything, your frequency is louder than ever. Your soul's broadcast is echoing across timelines, attracting mirrors that reveal exactly where you stand. This is why your intuition feels heightened, why the whispers inside are becoming shouts, why the nudges to change routines, to reach out, to leap, keep arriving out of nowhere. That's not random. It's divine intelligence flowing through you, your higher self guiding you toward the reality that already exists in a higher octave of time. The problem is most people don't listen. They drown out their soul's signal with fear, with noise, with distractions, and so they keep looping. Have you noticed it? The karmic patterns that repeat in your life like an endless rerun. The same kind of partner with a different face. The same financial struggles no matter how hard you push. The same drama at every workplace. The same weight on your chest whenever you try to move forward. This is not punishment. It is feedback. Karma is not cruel. It is corrective, showing you the exact lessons that still need to be healed, released, transmuted. But when you ignore the message, the loop resets, and you find yourself back at the start, wondering why nothing ever changes. The portal we are in now is offering you a sacred chance to break the cycle, to step off the loop, to graduate into a new vibration where those old patterns dissolve because you finally chose differently. It won't be easy. Tests will arise, the triggers will resurface, the old wounds will flare, but they are not here to break you. They are here to give you one more chance to rise. So ask yourself, where have I been repeating history? What is the lesson I've refused to learn? What fear am I still bowing to? This week, the mirror will be unavoidable, but if you look into it with honesty, if you respond with new choices, you can leap timelines. You can step into a higher path. That is the hidden gift of this gateway. One of the most powerful portals of guidance available to you right now is your dream space, that liminal field where the veil between worlds thins. And your higher self can speak in symbols, emotions, and strange yet potent stories. During this Lunar Gateway, the dream world is not random. It is sacred communication. The downloads you receive while your body rests are not illusions. They are encoded messages, activations, and previews of the timelines opening before you. Have you noticed your dreams becoming more vivid, more emotional, more surreal in these nights leading up to the gateway? Perhaps you wake at 2:22 or 4:44, your heart racing, the dream dissolving like mist, but leaving a lingering feeling that it meant something. That is not coincidence. It is your soul trying to deliver guidance your conscious mind may not yet grasp. This is why keeping a dream journal is more important than ever now. The moment you wake, even if you only recall fragments, an image, a symbol, a single word, write it down. Over time, these fragments will weave into a tapestry of meaning. You'll notice patterns, recurring symbols, echoes of emotions that are pointing you toward your next step. Pair this with intuitive journaling during the day. When you feel the nudge to call someone, to explore a topic, to shift a habit, write it down. These are breadcrumbs from the universe, and when you begin to connect the dots between dream messages and waking nudges, the path forward becomes illuminated. The signs are already surrounding you, numbers like 1111 or Tune 22 flashing on clocks. Songs that seem to answer your unspoken questions. Sudden chills when you think of a decision. These are not accidents. They are confirmations, gentle yet powerful reminders that you are being guided. But here is the warning. If you ignore these signals, if you shrug them off as coincidence, the universe will loop the lesson until you pay attention. And ignoring guidance in this portal means delaying your awakening, delaying the expansion your soul has been asking for. Do not dismiss what your dreams, your body, your intuition are telling you. This is your exam week, your initiation, the sacred test that determines whether you remain in the cycle or step into liberation. The signs will not shout, they will whisper, but if you lean in, if you choose to listen, you will find yourself aligned with a higher timeline, one that feels like coming home to a self you've always known, but forgotten until now. Your body, beloved soul, is not just a vessel of flesh and bone. It is your living temple, the sacred antenna through which divine frequencies flow. And right now, during this lunar portal, its sensitivity is heightened beyond measure. Every vibration around you, every word spoken, every image you consume, every bite you take is leaving an imprint on your energy field, either aligning you with higher timelines or dragging you back into density. Have you noticed how certain people leave you exhausted after a simple conversation? How scrolling for too long leaves you feeling foggy, anxious, or drained? How even the food you eat can either awaken your cells or weigh you down? This is not your imagination. It is your body speaking, warning you, showing you that it is absorbing frequencies all the time. The headaches, the sudden dizziness, the chest tightness, the random fatigue, these are not only physical symptoms but energetic signals that you must protect and purify your temple. This week, you are being called to guard your energy like it is holy ground, because it is. Nourish yourself with living foods that carry the codes of the earth. Fruits, vegetables, water infused with gratitude and intention, because these hold light, and that light feeds your vibration. Cleanse not just with food, but with what you allow into your mind. Be ruthless with your consumption. Fear-based news, endless gossip, toxic conversations, all of these are forms of energetic junk food. And when you are trying to ascend, when you are trying to align, you cannot afford to poison your frequency. Just as you wouldn't pour dirty water into a sacred chalice, don't pour low vibration into your temple. Protecting your body also means protecting your field. There are people who, unconsciously or not, feed off your light, leaving you heavy and dimmed. This is energy vampirism, and you must learn to shield yourself. A simple but powerful practice is to visualize a sphere of golden or crystalline light surrounding you before you enter any space or interaction. This light is not fantasy. It is energetic architecture, a signal to the universe that says only love may enter here. And when you leave that space, breathe deeply and restore yourself in nature. Walk barefoot, sit by a tree, place your hands on the earth. The planet's heartbeat, the Schumann resonance, will recalibrate your frequency instantly. Remember this: your body is not ordinary. It is the temple of your ascension, the vessel through which your soul experiences its awakening. Treat it as holy, and it will become the most powerful ally on your path through this portal. Beyond your body, one of the most underestimated tools in your spiritual awakening is your voice, the words you speak, the language you weave into the fabric of your daily life, because words are not casual. They are spells, vibrational codes, seeds of reality planted into the soil of the quantum field. And during this lunar gateway, every syllable carries amplified power. Think about how often you say, "I can't, I'm broke, nothing ever works for me," not realizing you are issuing energetic instructions to the universe, locking yourself into timelines of lack and struggle. The cosmos does not judge, it reflects. And when you speak in the language of scarcity, the mirror simply multiplies it. But here lies the alchemy. The moment you shift your words, you shift your frequency, and your frequency shifts your life. This week, speak with intention as though you are writing your destiny in bold ink on a blank cosmic page. Replace "I can't" with "I am learning." Replace "I never" with "I am opening to new possibilities. Replace "I am stuck" with "I am in a sacred pause, preparing for movement." Do you feel the difference in vibration? These are not just affirmations. They are declarations of sovereignty, signals of authorship. Imagine your words as golden keys unlocking doors to new realities. When you say, "I am a magnet for abundance," 888, you're not begging, you are commanding, aligning your field with the flow of infinite supply. When you say, "I am reborn," 9999, you are not pretending. You're activating the code of endings and new beginnings within your very DNA. This is why your self-talk is so critical right now. For the next 24 hours, become the silent witness of your own speech. Observe what you say about money, about love, about your future. Are you proclaiming freedom, or are you repeating the same karmic contracts that bind you? And when you hear yourself reinforcing fear, don't scold. Simply reframe, because every reframe is a timeline shift. Speak as though the universe is listening to every word, because it is. Speak as though your future self is recording your choices, because they are. In this portal, your words echo further than you realize, carrying codes that ripple through your field and into the collective. Use them with reverence, with courage, with clarity, because your voice is not small. It is cosmic, it is creative, and it is one of the most powerful tools you have to sculpt your reality during this sacred passage. Scarcity, dear soul, is one of the most cunning illusions woven into the old matrix, and during this portal, it will attempt to grip you tighter than ever, whispering lies of not enough into your mind, tightening your chest when the bills arrive, making you compare your journey to others, planting guilt when you dare to invest in yourself. And yet scarcity is not truth, it is programming, a frequency designed to keep humanity small, divided, and enslaved to fear. The universe does not respond to lack, it mirrors it. So when you vibrate at "not enough," life simply reflects that story back at you. But the cosmic invitation in this gateway is to shatter that illusion and embody the frequency of abundance, which is not just about money, but about the flow of life itself. Abundance is time, breath, love, creativity, peace, inspiration, synchronicity. Abundance is the infinite current of source that never stops moving. Scarcity hoards, clings, and suffocates. Abundance circulates, flows, and multiplies. This is why gratitude is the spiritual key that unlocks the door to overflow. When you bless a glass of water, a warm bed, a kind word from a friend, you are tuning your field to the vibration of plenty, and the universe answers by sending more. During this portal, you are being asked to practice radical gratitude and circulation. Instead of resisting when money flows out, bless it, thank it, trust that more is coming in. Instead of hoarding your gifts out of fear, share them joyfully, knowing the energy will return multiplied. A small act of generosity, a smile, a kind message, a donation, an extra tip becomes a declaration to the cosmos. I am already provided for. And when you declare that, the universe reorganizes around your trust. This is not fluff, it is energetic law. If you want to align with abundance, stop repeating the stories of lack. Stop comparing your timeline to others. Stop cursing your bills and start blessing them. Speak this truth into your field. I am a magnet for abundance. 8888. Write it, say it, breathe it until it vibrates in your bones. Because the reality is, scarcity is inherited programming. But abundance is your birthright, your natural state, your divine inheritance. This week you can break the loop and step into the flow, but only if you choose to remember that abundance is not something you chase. It is something you embody. Have you noticed how the more you try to force something, the more it seems to slip from your grasp, almost as if the universe itself is resisting your push? That is because forcing is a distortion of flow, a signal of fear disguised as action. And right now, within this sacred lunar portal, you are being asked to surrender, not as a sign of weakness, but as the ultimate demonstration of trust. Divine timing is not late, it is not cruel, it is not withholding, it is orchestration. On a scale so vast, your mind could never comprehend its brilliance. Yet the ego whispers, hurry, chase, push, grasp. What if you miss your chance? And suddenly you find yourself scrambling, sending messages you didn't want to send, making decisions that feel heavy, rushing into moves that create resistance instead of relief. That tension you feel, that exhaustion after striving, is proof you are operating outside of alignment. Inspired action feels different. It arrives like a whisper, a nudge, a quiet inner yes that resonates through every cell of your being. It feels natural, effortless, alive, like you are flowing with a current instead of trying to swim against it. This is the essence of surrender, trusting the rhythm, waiting for the inner green light, allowing life to unfold instead of trying to pry the petals of the rose open before they are ready. During these days between the 15th and 21st, surrender is your superpower. Each morning, place your hand on your heart and simply ask, show me the way. No pressure, no expectation, just open space for guidance to land. Journal your desires honestly, and then release them into the universe with the words, this or something better. Release the when and the how, because those are chains of the ego, not codes of the soul. Remember, you are not waiting as punishment. You are being positioned. What seems like delay is often protection, alignment, orchestration beyond what you can see. The moment you shift from forcing to flowing, from control to co-creation, the doors begin to open naturally, in perfect timing, with ease. So take a breath, exhale the tension, step out of panic and into trust. The gateway is already working for you, arranging, aligning, preparing. All you must do is surrender, listen and move when your soul whispers yes. That is how miracles are born. Have you caught yourself lately moving through life as if wearing a mask, responding in ways that no longer feel true, carrying identities that feel heavy, like costumes from a play you no longer wish to perform? That is not failure, beloved one. That is a signal, a sacred nudge from your soul, whispering that it is time to shed the skins of who you once were. From childhood, you were conditioned into roles: the pleaser, the achiever, the tough one, the silent one, the one who hid pain behind laughter, the one who worked endlessly for approval. These identities were never your essence. They were your protection, and they helped you survive. But now, under this gateway's fierce light, they no longer fit. They are too small for the magnitude of who you are becoming. The shedding of these masks can feel like grief. You may feel sadness, fear, even a strange emptiness as you release the version of yourself that once kept you safe. But hear this clearly. You are not losing yourself, you are finding yourself. You are stepping into the wholeness that was always waiting beneath the layers of survival. Friendships may fade, interests may dissolve, desires may shift suddenly. And this is not regression, it is resurrection. The death of what is outdated so that new life can be born. This is why the universe is pressing so strongly on your heart right now, asking you to let go, asking you to stop resurrecting old stories that keep you small. One powerful practice is to write a farewell letter to your old self, the one who stayed silent, who accepted less, who bowed to fear. Thank them for their service and then release them with love. Perhaps through fire, letting the smoke carry away the fragments of the past. As you do, anchor this affirmation into your bones. I am reborn. 999. Say it slowly, breathe it deeply, feel it ripple through your cells. Because you are not who you were last year, last month, or even last week, and you are not meant to be. Just as the caterpillar dissolves completely before becoming the butterfly, you too are dissolving so that your wings may emerge. This is your sacred permission slip to evolve without apology, to expand without guilt, to embody the truth of who you really are. Step into the new with courage, because the universe is already adjusting to meet your rising frequency. As you move deeper into this gateway, it becomes clear that awakening is not meant to stay in the mind. as an abstract idea. It must be anchored, embodied, rooted into the soil of your daily life so that the light pouring through you does not dissipate but instead crystallizes into lived reality. Spiritual insights are powerful, but without grounding, they become fleeting sparks instead of eternal flames. This is why grounding is essential now, because your body is the bridge between heaven and earth, between spirit and matter, and when your energy is unrooted, you feel scattered, anxious, and disconnected. The simplest medicine is nature. Bare feet on the grass, palms on the bark of a tree, deep breaths by the ocean, the river, the mountains. These are not casual acts. They are recalibrations of your nervous system to the steady pulse of Gaia herself. Pair this with water rituals. Drink consciously, bless every sip. Let water cleanse your field as you bathe. Sprinkle it around your space with intentions of renewal. Water is a carrier of memory, and when infused with love, it becomes liquid light, flowing through your cells. The second pillar is circulation, because energy is meant to move, not stagnate. Scarcity clings, but abundance flows. Give and receive in balance. Share your gifts, your time, your words, your smile, and watch how life pours back into you multiplied. Even the act of decluttering your home, donating clothes, or releasing old objects creates space for new blessings to enter. The third pillar is protection from digital noise, for the screens you hold are not neutral. They are portals themselves, carrying frequencies that can uplift or drain. Endless scrolling, fear-based headlines, polarized debates, all these are subtle energy vampires disguised as information. This week, protect your mind by choosing consciously what you allow in. Replace noise with silence, distraction with meditation, chaos with presence, and do not forget the sacred power of sleep. Your dreams during this portal are not just random. They are transmissions from your higher self, guidance from your spirit team, activations from future timelines. Before sleep, set an intention. Show me what I need to release. Show me what I need to know. Keep a journal beside your bed. Write down fragments, symbols, feelings. As soon as you wake, over time, you will see the codes align, the guidance revealed. Remember, awakening is not just revelation. It is repetition, practice, devotion. Anchor the light into your body, your space, your choices, so that this gateway is not just an idea you pass through, but a reality you embody forever. Each day within this 8-day passage carries its own unique vibration, a theme that acts like a compass, guiding your soul deeper into alignment. And if you are willing to listen, these subtle currents will show you exactly where to place your energy. One day, you may feel an overwhelming need to clear fear. Another may call you to bathe in gratitude. Another to surrender and trust completely, and another to step boldly into embodiment. This is not random. It is the architecture of the portal itself, offering you a curriculum of transformation designed by the universe. To honor this process, create ritual. Carve out a sacred corner in your space, even if it is just a small table or shelf. Place objects that hold meaning, a crystal that resonates with your heart, a candle to represent your inner fire, a photo that stirs love, a handwritten intention that carries your soul's truth. This altar becomes an anchor, a physical reminder of the invisible work you are doing, a doorway where spirit and matter meet. Return to it each day to light the candle, to write a reflection, to speak an affirmation aloud, to simply sit in silence and breathe. This is not about elaborate performance. It is about consistency, devotion, presence. Pair this with journaling, a practice that turns your inner evolution into words that can be touched, remembered, and witnessed by your future self. Write daily, even if only a few sentences, what you released, what you felt, what guidance you sensed, what signs appeared. Over these days, you will see the transformation mapped in ink, a living record of your becoming. Understand that these rituals are not superstition, they are energetic architecture. the scaffolding that allows the new light to root into your physical reality. Without them, insight floats away like mist. With them, insight crystallizes into embodiment. As you move through each theme, resist the temptation to force outcomes. Instead, tune in daily and ask, what is the energy asking of me today? What lesson am I being shown? The answers may come through sudden emotions, synchronicities, dreams, or intuitive nudges. Trust them, follow them, let them shape your choices, because this is not just about passing through 8 days, it is about weaving new codes into the fabric of your life so that the person you become after this gateway is not the same as the one who entered. This is your sacred work, your living altar, your commitment to rise. As we approach the heart of this transmission, I want to bring you into a deeper awareness of the present moment, because everything you are seeking, everything you are longing for, is rooted here, not in some distant future. Every breath you take is a timeline decision. Every thought is a seed. Every choice is a thread weaving into the tapestry of your destiny. The gateway we are moving through amplifies this truth, magnifying the impact of small decisions until they ripple outward into your entire future. Right now, you are standing at a crossroads, not in theory, but in energy. And the question is simple: will you choose to act from fear or from frequency? Too often we wait for external changes, for signs that are big and obvious, but the universe is whispering. The sign is your breath, your feeling, your awareness right now. This is why your nervous system is recalibrating, why you feel restless, dizzy, or pressured in your chest. Your body is trying to adjust to the awareness that you are not a victim of time. You are a sculptor of it. Can you feel the weight of that truth? It means that how you think, speak, and act today is literally choosing the world you will wake up in tomorrow. It means that when you indulge in fear, you feed the old matrix. And when you choose trust, you strengthen the new earth. This is why distraction is so dangerous right now. The portal is open, but so too are the traps. Arguments that drain your spirit, endless scrolling that numbs your intuition, cycles of self-doubt that keep you repeating the past. If you are not intentional, you will slip into old loops, and those loops will harden into timelines. But if you choose presence, if you choose to ground into gratitude, if you choose to listen to the whisper within, you shift into a higher current, and life begins to rearrange itself in miraculous ways. So ask yourself in this moment, what vibration am I broadcasting? Is my energy aligned with love or fear? With lack or abundance, with doubt or faith? The universe is not punishing or rewarding you. It is mirroring you. The mirror is crystal clear during this portal. And the reflection you send out now is what will echo into the next season of your life. The power is not out there. It is here, it is now, and it is waiting for you to claim it. Beloved soul, you may wonder why this moment feels so heavy and yet so alive, why your emotions swing from clarity to confusion, why you feel bursts of inspiration followed by waves of exhaustion. And the reason is simple yet profound. You are in the middle of a graduation, a soul initiation, a vibrational exam that cannot be cheated or bypassed. Everything that resurfaces now, the old arguments, the familiar triggers, the same lessons wrapped in new faces, is not here to punish you but to test your awareness. Will you fall into reaction, repeating the cycle, or will you pause, breathe, and choose differently this time? The gateway is presenting you with mirrors, and these mirrors are relentless. That relationship dynamic you swore you left behind may appear again. That fear around money may knock on your door. That self-doubt you thought you outgrew may whisper in your ear. But do not mistake the reappearance for failure. This is not regression, it is repetition for mastery. Imagine life as a spiral. Each time the same lesson rises, you are meeting it at a higher level, with new tools, with deeper awareness, with greater capacity to choose love instead of fear. That is how karma dissolves. That is how loops break. This is why your body may feel intense symptoms, headaches that pulse like waves, insomnia that refuses to let you rest, strange dreams that linger for days. because your entire system is recalibrating, shedding density, and anchoring light. Honor the process instead of resisting it. When exhaustion comes, rest. When tears come, release. When inspiration strikes, move with it. You are being rewired, your DNA receiving codes that your conscious mind cannot fully grasp, but your soul knows are necessary. In the silence between your breaths, you are being reborn. The old timeline is collapsing, and the new one is forming. But you must walk across the bridge of choice. Do not rush it, do not fight it, but do not ignore it either. Lean into the discomfort, for it is not punishment, it is alchemy. Every trigger is a key, every symptom a sign, every challenge a portal. This is the depth of the initiation, to trust that even the shadows appearing now are serving your light. Remember, the universe is not asking if you are ready. It is asking if you are willing. And if you are, the timelines will shift beneath your feet. To walk this gateway with strength, you must remember that protection is not about hiding. It is about sovereignty, about consciously choosing what you allow into your sacred field. Because your energy is more sensitive now than ever before. Every interaction, every environment, every sound, even every thought is carrying a frequency. And your system is like an open receptor, receiving, amplifying, transmitting. This is why you feel drained after being around people who complain, why your chest tightens after hours of scrolling, why you sense heaviness when you consume fear-based media. It is not imagination, it is resonance. During this portal, you cannot afford to let everything into your field. You must become the guardian of your temple. Visualize a shield of golden light surrounding you, luminous and strong, filtering out distortion, allowing only love to enter. This is not fantasy, it is energetic architecture, a declaration to the universe that you honor your sovereignty. But protection is not only about defense, it is also about restoration. Seek out your soul family, those rare beings who celebrate your light instead of draining it, who inspire you instead of competing with you, who remind you of who you truly are when you forget. Time spent with them will recalibrate your entire system just as a single walk in nature will. Remember that the earth herself is your greatest ally. Her heartbeat, the Schumann resonance, is the original frequency. Your body longs to sync with. Touch the ground with your bare feet. Breathe deeply under the open sky. Place your hands on a tree. Let the wind move through your hair. These simple acts are sacred medicine, returning you to equilibrium. Protecting your energy also means choosing silence over noise, choosing presence over distraction, choosing intention over impulse. The world will try to pull you back into chaos, into fear, into loops, but you are not required to answer every call, to absorb every emotion, to carry every burden. Say no when your soul says no. Say yes only when it aligns with your higher truth. This is not selfish, it is sacred. Your light is precious, and without boundaries, it is easily drained. As you step deeper into the portal, walk with the awareness that your field is holy ground, and everything you allow into it becomes part of your creation. Guard it fiercely, nurture it gently, and let it shine unapologetically. Because when your energy is clear, the universe can speak through you with power and precision. Now let us turn to the most underestimated tool of manifestation, your words. For they are not simply sounds carried by air, they are spells, codes, frequencies that shape the quantum field around you. And during this gateway, their power is multiplied 1,000-fold. Every phrase you speak is a decree, either a wall that confines you or a door that opens into new realities. And the universe, impartial and precise, echoes back exactly what you declare. Think of how often you curse your life without realizing it. I'm always broke. Nothing ever works out for me. I'll never find love. These phrases are contracts, energetic signatures that bind you to the very loops you are desperate to escape. But here is the miracle. You can rewrite the contract at any moment by shifting your language. This is word alchemy, the sacred art of transforming your speech into a tool of creation. Replace "I'm stuck" with "I am in a sacred pause preparing for movement." Replace "I can't" with "I am opening to new possibilities." Replace "It's too late" with "I am aligned with divine timing." Do you feel how the energy changes? It is not about pretending or faking positivity. It is about anchoring truth into vibration. Imagine every word as a seed planted in the soil of your future. Complaints plant weeds, fear plants thorns, but declarations of gratitude and empowerment plant gardens of abundance. Create mantras that feel alive in your bones, short and potent, such as "I am a magnet for abundance, 888, or "I am reborn, 999. These are not empty affirmations. They are numerical keys, activating codes within your DNA that resonate with cosmic frequencies of prosperity and renewal. For the next 24 hours, I invite you to become a witness of your voice. Listen to what you say about money, love, your body, your future. Observe without judgment. And when you catch yourself reinforcing fear, simply pause and reframe, because every reframe is a timeline shift. Every upgraded word is a doorway into a higher reality. Remember, the portal is listening, the universe is listening, your future self is listening. Speak like the creator you are. Speak as if your words matter, because they do. Each syllable is a brushstroke on the canvas of your destiny. And right now, you hold the power to paint a masterpiece. Scarcity is one of the oldest illusions tethering humanity to the 3D matrix, a silent program that whispers in the background of your mind, convincing you to fear lack, to hoard, to compete, to believe that there is never enough. You may not walk around declaring, "I live in scarcity," yet it shows up in subtle ways, in the tightness in your chest when you receive a bill, in the guilt when you spend on yourself, in the jealousy when you see others thriving, in the exhaustion of overworking because you don't trust that the universe will provide. But scarcity is not truth. It is a frequency, a vibration of contraction, and the universe does not reward contraction. It mirrors it. If you broadcast "not enough," reality reflects it back, not as punishment, but as alignment. The real shift, the initiation of this gateway, is to step into the frequency of abundance, which is not just about money, but about flow, time, love, inspiration, peace, synchronicity. Abundance is not something you chase, it is something you embody. Gratitude is the key that turns the lock. When you bless a glass of water, when you feel genuine appreciation for a warm bed, a supportive friend, or the beauty of a sunrise, you tune your field to overflow. And the universe answers with more. Abundance circulates, it never hoards. It flows through open hearts and open hands. This is why generosity is a code, tipping a little more than expected, sharing your gifts without fear, donating time or energy with joy. These are not losses, they are declarations. I am already provided for, and the universe listens. Try this alchemy the next time a bill arrives instead of falling into stress. Hold it and bless it. Say, "Thank you for the service, thank you for the flow of energy this represents, and thank you that the resources to cover it return to me multiplied." Feel the shift in your vibration. This is not naive, it is mastery. It is remembering that money, like all energy, is designed to circulate, to flow, to respond to your belief. And if you want to rewrite your financial story, it begins not with hustling harder, but with speaking, feeling, and acting from abundance now. Anchor this code into your being. I am a magnet for abundance. 888. Repeat it, write it, feel it until it vibrates in your bones. Because abundance is not outside of you, it is your birthright, waiting for you to claim it. Have you ever tried to push so hard for something, love, money, opportunity, that the harder you pulled, the further it seemed to drift away? That is the paradox of control, and in this gateway, it becomes one of the most important lessons. You cannot force what is meant to flow. You cannot rush what is meant to bloom. Divine timing is not a delay. It is perfection. The ego panics, whispering, "Act now or you'll miss your chance. Send the message, take the leap before it's too late." And so you scramble, you grasp, you chase. But what happens? Resistance grows, doors close, exhaustion takes over, because the universe does not respond to desperation. It responds to resonance. Forced action comes from fear, from scarcity, from the belief that you are alone and unsupported. Inspired action comes from trust, from clarity, from surrender, and it feels entirely different. Light, effortless, aligned. It drops into your awareness, like a quiet yes that vibrates through your body, guiding you toward the right person, the right step, the right moment, without strain. This is the alchemy of surrender, not giving up, but actively trusting the intelligence of the universe to orchestrate what you cannot see. Every morning during this portal, place your hand on your heart and declare, "Show me the way." Release the when, release the how, and simply stay open. Journal your desires, pour them onto the page, then close your eyes and surrender them to the greater plan with the affirmation, "This or something better is already on its way." Remember, waiting is not punishment, it is positioning. You think nothing is happening, but behind the veil, everything is aligning. Connections are forming, opportunities are weaving, miracles are preparing to land in ways your mind cannot predict. When the green light flashes, when the inner yes vibrates through you, you will know, and the action will not feel heavy but natural, as if the universe itself is carrying you forward. Trust this rhythm, trust this unfolding, because in truth, you are not meant to control every detail. You are meant to co-create, to dance with the divine, to surrender the struggle and move with the current of grace. The Gateway is teaching you that the most powerful action sometimes begins with stillness, that miracles often arrive in silence, and that surrender is not weakness. It is the highest form of alignment. And now, beloved soul, as we reach the close of this journey through the Gateway, let us pause in reverence, because what we have explored is not just cosmic information, it is a mirror of your awakening, a reminder of who you truly are and what you came here to embody. The dizziness, the strange dreams, the waves of emotion, the restless nights, they were never random. They were signals that your soul is in metamorphosis, that your DNA is awakening, that your heart is remembering its true song. You are not the same being who entered this portal on August 15th. Something within you has shifted, cracked open, expanded. And yet the greatest truth is this: the portal was never outside of you. It is within you, alive in your breath, your choices, your frequency. The universe does not ask you to be perfect, only to be willing, to release what no longer serves, to trust the unseen, to speak light into your life, to honor your body as holy, to protect your energy, to walk with gratitude, to surrender to divine timing, and to rise courageously into the unknown. You are standing at the threshold of timelines, and with every thought, every word, every decision, you are choosing your future. No external authority, no old program, no illusion of scarcity has the power to bind you anymore, unless you allow it. The truth is, you are vast, infinite, eternal, and the universe itself is encoded within your soul. You are not just passing through a portal. You are the portal, the bridge between heaven and earth, the channel through which new light enters this world. So breathe deeply. Let this remembrance settle in your bones. Let it soften your fear and ignite your courage. As you move forward beyond these sacred days, carry this knowing: you are guided, you are supported, you are loved beyond measure. The signs will continue to appear, the synchronicities will continue to align. The whispers of your intuition will continue to call you home. Listen, trust, rise, and when the doubt creeps in, return to the codes we have spoken together. I am a magnet for abundance, 808. I am reborn, 999. These are not just affirmations. They are keys, reminders of the truth that no darkness can erase. This is your soul's graduation, your invitation to step fully into the destiny that has been waiting for you all along. You are awakening, you are home, and the journey has only just begun.